Hi guys, it is Elisa here, or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you're having a wonderful one. If you're new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me. I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. I have a post review for you guys today. I feel like it's been a while since I've done an official post review video. Some of you saw my whip and chat a few weeks ago where I had lost my diamond painting mojo. I hadn't been diamond painting too much over that past month, and I'm so excited that this month has been different and I've been able to start and finish this kit in September. I've collected a few of the things I've used for this kit to go over with you guys as well. So the kit that I'll be post reviewing is called Autumn, and it's by the artist Hannah Lynn and Diamond Art Club. I, of course, will show you the full image in a little bit, but this is how I kit up this diamond painting. Now, why is everything all upside down? See, this is what happens when I'm almost finished a diamond painting. I kind of don't care what order these diamonds are in, and they just kind of find their own way. But I kit up into baggies for this diamond painting. So what I do is I use a baggie. These are 3 by 4 inches. I put a piece of cardstock in it to make them stand up straight. I put the little DAC label, let's see if it focuses, there on the corner of the bag. Put a little dryer sheet in with the diamonds so that no static is left. And I put them in a clear plastic container like this, depending on how many colors there are. It'll be smaller or longer. And this is one of my favorite ways to kit up. It's nice and easy. What I do to save some time is I actually will leave the tops of these Ziploc bags open. So instead of having to open them every single color, I leave them open. I'm just very careful. Once they're in here, I don't throw them around or anything like that. So it works out fine for me. I don't have kids either, so I don't have to worry about that. But it's just a little hack I thought I'd share to make your diamond painting a little bit faster. And if you have problems with your hands and your nerves like I do, that saved my hands a lot during this whip. About halfway through, I decided to leave all the bags open and it went by much faster. And I actually could diamond paint a little bit longer each day as well. Plenty of colors left over in this kit. This kit actually had 3 ABs. So we had a red, a yellow, and a blue. And then it had one of the fairy dust in this green color. So you can see the fairy dust has a different coating on the top, makes it shine differently, a little bit more subtle than the ABs. So those are the special diamonds in the kit. I did not add any extra special diamonds. I just wanted to have a fun diamond painting where I followed the charting. All of the colors had leftover diamonds, so I didn't run out of anything. I wasn't close to running out of any color either. In my about 3 years of working on Diamond Art Club kits, I've only ever ran out of diamonds 3 times. And Diamond Art Club sent me the replacements as soon as I emailed them about it. I wanted to share some of the things that I also used during this diamond painting. So I pulled out these Halloween release papers that I had kept from last season. These are from Imagi Crafts by Cindy. I really like these because they have a matte finish. It's not glossy on the top. It's nice and matte. On the back, they have the non-stick side, of course, that goes down on the diamond painting glue. These come in handy when I'm not quite done a section and I need to put it away for a little while. I will put this over the section and then put a cover reminder on top to hold it in place. You can also use these to kit up your diamond painting. I like to do it 1 row at a time, so I will put these across the row and diamond paint that way. This is the putty I used for this kit. It's from Patsy Putty. She hasn't yet had her fall drop, so I don't have a fall scent. This was Lotus. I really like her putty. This one's been well used, so it's kind of all misshapen, but it's just a basic white putty, and it does have a bit of a scent to it. I use this in both my single and my multi-placer, and that's because this putty is awesome. It's nice and firm, and the best thing about it is it works with ABs, so you don't have to have multiple pens with multiple substances. You can just use this one. I used to use glue dots in my single placer, but since discovering Patsy Putty, I've switched over to putty in both sides. This is my fall diamond painting pen from Butterfly Effect Wares. I picked this up last season. I like the colors in it and it has some fall leaves. This is a mini size in their range, mini regular, I believe. This is one of my favorite pens to use in terms of size and width. I have quite a few mini pens from Butterfly Effect Wares because I like them so much. They are my go-to pen because they are shorter and they're very easy to flip around in my hand. The way that they carve out the finger holds is super, super comfortable. One of the most comfortable pens, actually the most comfortable pen in my diamond painting pen stash. So really like Butterfly Effect Wares. I did use my Diamond Art Club. This is probably an 8-placer. And then for my single placer, I really like using these Everlasting Tips bent single placers. It just takes some pressure off of my wrist. So this is the one that I gravitate towards. I also had this little guy with me during this kit. So this is a mini pen from Bistro exclusive, very cute. And on this one, all I have is a straightener. So this is a straightener, I believe from Everlasting Tips as well. And I like using this, especially with round diamonds, to make sure that the rows are all straight, especially when it comes to the skin tone or faces. I like to make sure that the diamonds, because they are lighter, they show more of the kind of placement. So if you're off, you can really tell. So I just go through and I straighten it out a little bit with this. So I like having that beside me when I'm diamond painting. I don't really use it for squares. I mean, I can use it to start my square and then go, but I generally only use this to fix the round diamond paintings because I'm not somebody who is super perfect about my placement. I'm diamond painting more for the joy of it and relaxation. So if I have to clean up the face using a straightener, then I do so afterwards. I had my Yellow Dog Designs tray for this kit. It's probably not going to focus. There we go. So this is the white silk narrow tray, and this is version 1 of their narrow tray. I don't know if they've done upgrades yet or not. Has a little washi tape ledge, which I don't really use there. When I shake my tray out, the diamonds go down here. So that's not really of use to me, but it is good to have. These trays work great with any kind of diamond, any kind of diamond painting shop. I haven't had any issues yet, and they are my favorite diamond painting tray to date. They actually just released their Halloween version tray. I'll post a picture of it up now. I did pick one up. It hasn't been shipped yet, but it's a black tray with an orange base, and then on the lid they put translucent colors for the pumpkin so that when the light shines through, it looks like it's glowing. I think that's a genius idea, and I'm excited to get that diamond painting tray as well. What else? These guys, I want to show you these. These are some of the cover minders I've been working on this month. I have Halloween and fall cover minders. Here is a beautiful sunflower with a pumpkin, and then I put some bats and another pumpkin in the background along with some special colored diamonds and crystals. I will be selling these ones probably at the time that this video goes up. They would have already been spoken for. I am having a mini drop again. By the time this video goes up, it's probably going to go up in my surgical recovery period, so I would have already had the drop, but I definitely have more charms to make more of these once I'm back up feeling better after my big surgery that I'm having. But I like having the cover minders just to match the canvases, and I use it to hold the plastic back or the release papers in place. They do have the good neodymium magnets on the back, and the first one is glued on, and then the other one is free floating, of course, to attach to the back of your canvas. Without further ado, let's show you the actual diamond painting. So I forgot that I was going to finish the border off before I filmed the post review, so I'm going to do that after, and maybe I will film it too. Maybe I'll do that. I will film. Once I'm done going over the actual kit, I'm going to film the painting of the border and how I finish off a diamond painting. I do believe I have a video specific for that, but I like including it once in a while in my regular videos. Now, the only thing with round diamonds in a pet-friendly house is you're going to get pet hair stuck on that glue. Now, this kit was fun to work on. It's absolutely beautiful. It's round diamonds. They fit together nicely. The spacing was perfect. There were very little to, I'm going to say no gapping. I mean, the diamonds really fit nicely together. So here's the top of the diamond painting. In hindsight, like if I had enough energy to bling this one up, I would have added some purple highlights in her hair, some special diamonds. I would have maybe, not so much in her makeup. I don't think I would have touched that because I like how Diamond Art Club rendered it. And the way they rendered the lips, like it looks glossy, it looks really nice. I might have added special diamonds in the wings, but I really wanted to just do a diamond painting as it's charted and just go through the process and for it to be as relaxing and fun as possible. I do like how they rendered it. You can see the different colors blending in there. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. The colors are so vibrant and just look at that sparkle. You can totally see that through the camera. I love all of the background colors here as well. There's the rest of her body and the leaves at the bottom. And her hair, of course, is braided and coming down the side there. This was an absolute joy to work on. I think it looks great. I'm happy with the end result. The glue around the border doesn't extend very far. I didn't use washi tape. I'm not one that usually uses washi tape because I like to paint the border when I'm done and I don't want the washi tape to stick to the glue and I have to fuss with that. So I don't usually put washi tape down, but this one doesn't have much excess glue at all, so that is awesome to see. And yeah, super, super happy. Kitting up this painting was a breeze. No static at all, no static during the painting. Like I said, I didn't run out of any diamonds. No trash. I didn't have a trash tray. I just used the diamonds. There were no trash in this kit at all, which is pretty amazing. The special diamonds are kind of mixed throughout. So up in this leaf here, this red leaf, we have some of that red AB. Over in this leaf as well, we have some of that red AB. The green here is the fairy dust. So if I bring that up, you can't really tell through the camera if there's much difference, but in real life, you can definitely see that shimmer and it does add different depth and dimension. We've got some yellow ABs in here and in this leaf as well. Where else did we put some? So they've got some yellow ABs in here and the green fairy dust in there as well. There are some red ABs outlining the red in the wings. Again, some of these leaves have some red ABs here and here. And then down here, a little bit of red ABs in there. We've got some blue ABs in the blue areas as well. It just makes it shine a little bit brighter. But I thoroughly enjoyed this diamond painting. I have to say, you guys, I think I found my joy in this diamond painting. I'm so excited. This was a joy to work on. I started it September 1st, sometime in the afternoon, and I finished it on September 11th in the afternoon. So it didn't take very long at all, just 11 days. I haven't finished a diamond painting that fast in a long, long time. I think she was my 7th whip. I have kitted up. I have a bunch of squares kitted up that I just found myself struggling to diamond paint through. So I think what I need is more round kits in my life and the great quality of Diamond Art Club. So I hope you enjoyed this painting. Isn't she just so beautiful? Unfortunately, her art is discontinued with Diamond Art Club. You can find her in D-Stash sites if you really like her. Again, her name is Autumn. Let me just pull it up here. Autumn by Hannah Lynn and Diamond Art Club, and it did measure 42.6 by 60.8 centimeters. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get set up with my paint, and let's paint this border. So I only need 3 things when I'm painting the border. I always use black. I think it looks the best with all of the diamond paintings. This one has a little bit of a satin finish. That's why I use this one. It's easy to go on too. It is for pouring acrylic, so I think it's a bit thinner than regular acrylic paint, but I like how it goes on. I use a small foam brush to paint it, and I use the Ziploc bag as like my paint palette. Now, this is going to be risky, but I don't have a lot of space on this table, so what I am going to do, make sure I am in frame, I am going to put some of the paint on my little paint palette here. I've already shaken it up. Why I say it's risky is I don't want it to go onto my diamond painting. That would be horrible and I'd be crying. But what I do is I dip the foam brush in the black paint, just a little bit. Usually I tap it off a little bit on the side, and then I usually start in one corner, and then I will go right across the diamonds first as kind of my edge, and then I'll paint in the rest. So I'm not going to talk during this because I'm going to be concentrating on doing it without making the diamonds a big mess. Once I have done that, then I get some more paint on my brush, and there's of course a little dog hair on there. Get that off. Then I just brush it across like this, still being very careful. As you can see, I don't take off the writing. Some people like to take it off with acetone or nail polish remover. Because I'm using black, I don't have to take off the writing. It just covers it 100%. And what I do is I do 2 coats of this. So I'll go around the entire diamond painting, and then I will let it dry for about 10-15 minutes, and then I will put the second coat on just to cover up any areas I've missed. So we're done the first row there. As you can see, I don't put tape down here as well. I'm very careful. I am going to cut the border down by about half, so that's why I don't paint it all the way to the scalloped edges. You can paint it all the way to the scalloped edges if you want. Just put some newspaper or Ziploc bags, aluminum foil, parchment paper, anything you have down so you don't get it on your table. Now it's going to be a little bit difficult to do this on this diamond painting space because I don't want to get paint on me. So what I might do is, yeah, I don't want to get paint on me, you guys. I'm going to be very careful here. And again, what I do, as you can see, after I put more paint on my brush, I tap it a few times on the canvas just to get any excess off, because I don't want it to spill onto the diamonds. And then I just very carefully pull it across in one movement. As you can see, I don't bother taping the diamonds down. I actually tried that before and I made much more of a mess. The paint would leak onto the diamonds. But if I do it this way, I find that I don't get any paint on the diamonds. If my arm jerks and I accidentally do, I just get a damp cloth right away and I will wipe it off and it comes right off. You don't want to wait till it dries though, because then it's going to be very hard to get off. You'll probably have to chip it off. So just be careful when you're going, go slow. And then if at any time you notice paint on diamonds that you don't like, then what you can do is just wipe it off with a damp cloth. So I go down the whole edge like this. I may decide to seal this painting as well because I'm seeing all of the dog hair stuck to this. This is a diamond painting I think I will keep in my portfolio. I don't think it's one that I'm going to toss aside because I really like the colors and I could bring this one out every fall and I think it would look good. For those that don't know, I hang up my diamond paintings in my bathroom and I have a curtain rod system in there. So every time I finish a new diamond painting, I will usually put it up for a couple months until I finish the next one, usually a month or two. And then I'll put the next one up. But if I don't want to display my finish for some reason, then I may put up another painting in my portfolio. Also for the holidays, like Halloween and Christmas mostly, I will bring out a painting that matches that theme. I also have Rainy Day by Hannah Lynn that I finished, and I blinged that one up like crazy. That one is probably going to go up every spring just because I really like the image and it made me really happy working on it. That's the image that actually got me into Hannah Lynn's art. Unfortunately, very soon after, she parted ways with Diamond Art Club, but I still have a lot of her art that I'm hoping to work on. I decided to keep all of the rounds. I believe I destashed some of the squares, just knowing me, finding out that I actually enjoyed doing the round diamond paintings. I am going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to try and paint the other sides without getting paint on me, but I may have to fast forward through this part and show you the finished effect. But let's start off here. Again, I tap it a few times just to get any excess paint off, and then I drag it the whole way down. So I've dragged it about halfway. I'm gonna just, for logistics, I'm gonna go and do it this way before I move it up. More dog hair stuck to this. Probably cat hair, actually. My cat hair is longer than the dog's hair. That's why I go over it twice as well. And I stuck my whole thumb in the paint on the one side. That's what happens. I don't usually paint on this table. I will take it up to the kitchen island, and that's where I usually finish off. But I thought I would include this in the video just so we can see. And then I think, as I said, I'm going to seal this after, so I will show you what I do to seal it. Essentially, I do the same thing. I use the sealer and a foam brush, and I just do a light layer over the entire drill field. And why I want to do that is because I have a cat and a dog, and their hair does float around. It's already stuck in a lot of this diamond painting. So if you're like me and you have pets like that, I have heard some people seal as they go. So as they are finished a section or a row, they will seal it. That way no dog hair or cat hair gets stuck in it. But really, I really don't care. But just because I am going to be keeping this one, I thought maybe sealing it might be nice that way. You know, it doesn't get any more pet hair than it already has in it. I do need to pour a little bit more paint. You can use any type of acrylic paint for this. There are some people who will use different colors, usually matching one of the colors in the diamond painting kit. I just think black looks professional. I like the glossy finish that this one will provide. It's not like too glossy, it's just right. So that's why this is the one that I do go for. And I did pick it up at Michael's in the acrylic paint section. I like that it's a bit of a bigger bottle, so it lasts me quite a while as well. So I'm going to finish this corner off here off camera, and then I'm going to let it sit for 10-15 minutes. And then once it is dry, I'm going to go over it one more time. And then I think what I'll do is I'll be back with the sealer and we will seal it as well. So here I am back with the sealer that I use. So this is Minwax Polyacrylic Clear Gloss. This is the only sealer that I would recommend. This brand, this type, and clear gloss. You don't want to use anything else, else it can dull the sparkle. I have found with putting on a thin layer, it doesn't dull the sparkle and it doesn't crack. I've also experienced no yellowing over time. My oldest sealed diamond painting is over 3 years old. So this diamond painting this can has lasted me quite a while. I've had it for a long time. Of course, I'm getting paint everywhere now. All I do is take a knife and pop this open. Carefully, of course. There we go. Actually, I'm going to put the lid over here. It is a clear liquid. It does have a slight odor to it, but not too bad. I would still do it by an open window or just make sure you have good ventilation. Just trying to get this diamond painting over a bit. The border is still a little bit wet, so I don't want to touch that too much. So what I do, again, I use the same kind of foam brush, a new one, of course. And I do wash them after, and I can get a few uses out of them. When the foam starts breaking down is when I will replace them. I got them for a pack at Michael's. You can also get them in a pack in Amazon. Usually for sealing, I actually use the double width one. I just don't know where I put them, so we're going to use the small one, which means this is going to take a while. But all I do is I dip it in the Minwax polyacrylic, get a little bit off the side so it doesn't go on too thick, and then I will just drag it across the diamond painting. I'm just going to go this way, just the way I'm set up today. Again, I usually don't do this on this table. I'm usually up at the kitchen counter doing this, but it is a little bit hard to capture on camera. But what I do is I just do a thin layer back and forth across. Usually I do one row at a time, so I make sure I'm covering the entire diamond painting. And of course there's dog hair attached to the foam brush. Doesn't take very long before the dog hair sticks to it. And this Minwax polyacrylic will dry clear. So if you can see like here and here where the bubbles have formed, they will dry clear. If you do have an area where you have a lot extra, you can use a damp cloth to wipe it off as well. I only do one layer of this. I will not go back and do a second layer. I find one layer is good enough. And the only reason I am doing this is to prevent more dog hair from getting stuck in between the glue, because this is round diamonds. If it was square diamonds, I would not be sealing this at all. And you can go ever which way to do this. You don't have to go horizontally. You can go vertically. Again, these big spots that are dripping on here, like these spots here, here, and here, they will dry clear. If you're worried, you can just wipe a damp cloth over that area just to soak up any excess. But that's just from when you first put the brush down, right? There's always more on it. You just spread it around the area. I try and go at a row at a time so I am not missing any area. When you're doing it, you can kind of tell where it is because it does give a kind of sheen over top of the diamond. So I can tell where I haven't put it and where I have. Again, it is going to dry completely clear. And the nice thing about this is I find it doesn't dull any of the sparkle. And it's not going to crack over time. I've still rolled up sealed diamond paintings and they have been just fine. So I'm just going down the diamond painting across the different areas here, making sure I get everything. Again, I would use a bigger foam brush if I had it. I think I forgot to reorder more, but the small one works just as fine too. Some people will seal diamond paintings as well if the diamonds are popping. This kit has 0 popping drills. The spacing is great. So again, the only reason I'm sealing it is just to keep more dog hair and cat hair out of the glue between the diamonds. And I'm just sealing the drill field. I don't need to put any of this on the border of the canvas, like over the paint. I mean, if you had an acrylic paint that was not glossy, you could put the Minwax over the border as well to turn it into a glossy kind of finish, but the acrylic paint I use already has a glossy finish, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't think I have any in this area. It looks like I missed an area. Again, remember when you're using foam brushes, it does hold a lot of sealers, so a little does go a long way, it really does. I think by the looks of it, I've covered up everything I want to cover. I'm not going to go over it with the damp cloth because I'm confident that these little areas that are appearing white are going to dry clear. Now what I do is I let this dry for another 15 and 20 minutes, and what I'm going to do is bring you back after and let's see what it looks like once it's completely dry. Okay, you guys, I am back and I have finished off all of the steps in this diamond painting. So she has been sealed, I have finished the border, and I have cut it down so you can see what I do. So to cut it down, it's too hard to do it on this table, so I take a long craft ruler that I have and an X-Acto knife on my cutting board, and I use the ruler to cut a straight edge, and I do that around all of the sides, including all the way down to the bottom. I just like the look of this. As you can see, the black acrylic paint I use does leave a bit of a glossy finish. I think it looks great. I hang this up in the bathroom on the curtain rod system, so I have some clips at the top that hold it. You can also do this and use magnetic frames on the top and bottom of your kits. You could even just do this and put some thumbtacks at each of the 4 corners and tack it up on your wall like that. Here is the diamond painting. So as you can see, she is still super sparkly. I really don't think the Minwax polyacrylic takes any sparkle down. She really is still sparkly all across this canvas. I did the one thin layer, and as you can see, it dried evenly. We don't have any of the white spots at all anywhere on the canvas. Everything dries nice and clear. I can still roll this if I want to. I can roll it right up. It's not going to crack. It's not going to you know, come apart. It's not stiff at all. It's still very pliable, and that's because I just use a thin layer. All I wanted the sealer to do on this painting is to stick on the glue in between the diamonds so dog hair doesn't stick to it. That's the only purpose in this diamond painting. But I think she turned out great. I think she's absolutely beautiful. This has to be one of my favorite finishes of this year. I'm really glad I was able to pull this out. This is my official entry into Drills and Chills 2024. I've already filled out my exit form, and I'm really happy I chose to participate this year and I was able to get this diamond painting done. Let me know what you think of this kit and how I finished it off. How do you finish your diamond paintings off? Let me know down below. If you learned any new tricks in this video, let me know. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to leave it down below as well. If you made it to the end of this video, why not leave me some sort of fall emoji, whether it's a pumpkin, a fall leaf, something fall. Leave that down below. If you can't find it, just leave me a cool emoji. How about a butterfly for her butterfly wings? If you are new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I would absolutely love to have you. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free to do so. I have also turned on channel memberships, which you can join for a small fee. I have the link to join in the description box of this video, and that should take you right there, regardless of what device you use. Some of the perks of the memberships include members-only live streams, members-only group chat, exclusive polls, updates, pictures, exclusive videos, and of course, giveaways. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. That really helps my channel continue to grow, and I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you love this diamond painting as much as I do. And until next time, happy diamond painting, you guys. Bye.